Good morning. So I thought it would be kind of fun to give you a look at the garden. Um, Excuse my voice. I've been sick for about going on 3 weeks. I'm finally getting over it. So yeah, but garden this year, it's already been cleaned out. I've already gone through and cleaned out my beds and added soil, and I do have a few things growing in the garden at this time. So we start over here. Raspberries are looking good. I trimmed them back last year just because they were getting really bushy, and I just trimmed them back. And if you look down here, you can see all the little suckers that are coming in. These are two different kinds of raspberry bushes. I don't remember the names or the varieties of them, but we have this one here, and then you have this vining one right here, which the vining one, I have yet to receive any raspberries off of it. So hopefully this year we get to see what kind of raspberries we get from that plant. And then we just have my plant pots that this one has like bee balm and mint, and then the random flowers, empty, elephant ear. We'll see if those come back. And then nothing here, nasturtium. We go to this bed. I have my garlic and some bok choy, I think. There's a random kale growing over there. And then that has my asparagus, which you can't really see the asparagus. Hold on, can you see it? It's kind of covered. There it is. I covered it because I was trying to keep the bugs from eating it. And this is my sorrel coming back. This bed here has been planted with some cool weather crops, but we'll see what happens with those, seeing as how the temperature got up to 80 yesterday in Ohio, and it keeps changing. If we go over here, we have some random lettuce that I tried to start from some store-bought lettuce. I just cut the tops off and put the bottoms in the grass. They were doing okay, but then the weather just took a turn, so now they're just food for slugs. We got some peas over here, which I don't know how those are gonna do. And then we have peas over here, which they're not looking too good. These grew very lanky. Not really sure about that. And then we have some nasturtium down there. And then on the trellis, we have beans, which the weather, like I said, the weather got to 80 yesterday, and they did not like that. But I'm hoping they'll be okay. I know it's a little early to put the beans out, but you know, we'll see. And here's some more beans over here. And then if I step over this planter, we have more beans. They're just different varieties. They're all Polian beans, so they're like pinto, red beans, black beans. Oh yeah. Over in this bed was an experiment that did not go well. Everything in there is basically dead. And then there's nasturtium. And then over here, not much going on. Nasturtium's probably dying. I'll have to replant some more, but this has I started some seeds in here, some other seeds. So these are like herbs. So it's like cilantro, parsley, I think lovage, and fungeek is in here. These are my potatoes. which they started off pretty good. They sprouted up really well, and then we got a freeze out of nowhere, and I thought they'd be okay covered with the leaves, and they were not. But they're starting to come back, so hopefully we get potatoes. I didn't even plan on planting potatoes this year, but I had a bag of potatoes in my pantry that just decided to grow tons of eyes. So I was like, well, I'll just plant them. And then over here, just my chives, which you'll see, these are wild, like, onion chives, whatever they're called. I got these from, like, my yard, and I just put them all over my garden to help with, like, the pests. Do they help? Not really, but I love the flowers. This is my bee balm, which looks amazing. It never really looks this good, but I took it out of the pot that it was in and put it in here. And then this is my lemon balm, which I don't know if it's going to come back this year. It's come back twice already, so I don't know. It's looking very bad. And then random nasturtium, which I don't know. My carrots, which pleasantly surprised because I can never grow carrots, but this time I actually got some to actually seed and germinate, so that's great. I'll have to sprinkle something to keep the bugs and stuff out, but. And over here we have my 2 blueberry bushes. This is the one I've had for a couple of years. This one I got last year. This is new. Do I know what varieties they are? I do not. I do not. But I noticed this one has leaves coming on, and this one is slowly but surely getting leaves. And there's some dead branches on here I probably should trim off. And then over here, I just planted wildflowers to help bring some pollinators in, and we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, this is messy part. This is the garden so far. Not much going on. Hopefully the gardening season will be good this year. That's my hope, because I feel like last year I got nothing with the drought and everything. It was so hard trying to keep things alive. And yeah, it's a very nice overcast morning. It's gonna start raining here in an hour or so. But yeah, oh, also, I forgot to show you these. My winter sowing. We got some bunch onions. This is cauliflower in here. This is lettuce, and this is, I don't know. And this is lamb's quarter. So far so good. Some of them at least have germinated, so yeah. That is the garden. Hopefully I have more videos to show, and you get to see things growing in here. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.